Hi, my name is Angela Lana Bryant, and I'm submitting my video testimonial for the Jay Put Me On contest. I want to first start out by giving you a little background. Me and my husband have been married since 2014. We started out going to real estate school. However, in real estate school, they only taught us how to be real estate agents. We wasn't really learning how to, buy houses, flip them, put people in them, rent them out. And they didn't teach us to be a real estate developer. Those courses, of course, are extra. So, quick background, me and my husband was starting our own business at home, working home. I do internet marketing. And we moved into a house because we had to move there quickly. And our house had started flooding by no fault of our own. It was something that our landlord did because the drain needed to be fixed. Well, he basically blamed it on us, charged us to get it fixed, which we know now is against the law, and that he could have wrote off any maintenance now that I've been watching your videos. And our house flooded and started molding, okay? Me and my husband both were deathly ill. We didn't know from what it was until my eyes started running, nose started running. I was coughing, my husband was throwing up, he was getting lesions on his skin, my dog was throwing up, and my husband had lost a significant amount of weight. He went from 225 to 160, and I went from 200 pounds to 150. So once we found out we was exposed to mold, so we had to move out of that place immediately and be hospitalized for 2 weeks to gain our weight back. Okay, then while we were in the hospital, my mother-in-law was kind enough to go and take the rest of what she could save from the mold. She took it to storage. And after we got out the hospital, of course, we live in Houston, Texas. Well, not about less than a month later when we got out the hospital, it's like almost 2 weeks, the hurricane came. And we lost everything. Hurricane Harvey, whatever we had left in storage, we lost. I lost my mother's obituaries, my dad's obituaries. I just lost a lot of close personal items to me that I can't replace. Very sentimental value, excuse me. And I was just at the point where I didn't know which direction we would go when we got out of real estate school, what we would do, and I was at my wit's end. I lost all hope. I had no hope. I was going to attempt to commit suicide because we just didn't know which way to go. But my husband said we're not going to do that. We're going to stay strong, even though we lost everything, and people were saying, well, material things can be replaced. Yes, they can, but your sentimental things cannot. Like my grandmother's, her recipe books that she passed down to me, things that I have from my childhood, letters that I wrote to my mom, all of those things, we lost everything, like even custom furniture that my husband and I helped build together. So it was a hard loss, a terrible loss, but I feel like the higher power took it all away from us so we can start clean. So my husband said, no, we're gonna get down on our knees and we're gonna pray, because we haven't been praying lately like we should have. So, and this is to get to the story to where I found you. Got on my knees, we both sat down, we both got on our knees and prayed, like before we went to bed, and humbled ourselves right before the Almighty and told him what we were going through, and that I was having these thoughts. And of course my husband didn't want to lose me, so we had to pray for our higher power to give me strength and knowledge to see which way we could go, because we didn't know what to do with a real estate license really once we got it, because I didn't want to limit myself to being an agent. I knew that there was way more money to be made, and the information had been hidden from us, or we just didn't know where to look to find it. So long story short, the next day my little cousin said she needed some help with her business. She's starting her own business as well, and she said, well, Angie, have you heard of Mr. Jay Morrison? I said, no. She said, well, that's what you do. That's the first thing you do. You go look at his videos, okay? Even though I lost hope, because people told you once your credit is gone, it's gone, it's bad, you can't repair it. And one of the first videos I came across was, this is my first book. I have 2 Jay Morrison's books, and they are full of everything that you've taught. The first book I downloaded was Hip Hop to Real Estate, the Key to Home Ownership. Look, these are videos that I've watched for weeks and weeks. We started in the beginning of February, so I can give you a timeline. But this is all Millionaire Secrets, How to Build Perfect Credit. Okay, so I've been reading all of this stuff I have for you. This is the second book. This was the Real Estate Flip Fund book, volume 2. And this was for the Solution series, okay? So I started this one. I have a second J Real Estate book because I knew I couldn't afford to start the school yet, but I am going. So these are books that I have. This book is completely filled up with everything that I learned from you. So what I started doing was, you said specifically that all credit can be repaired, rebuilt, and restored. And I put that in the back of my mind. And I went through all the steps that you gave me to repair our credit. Okay, because I was applying for credit cards, couldn't get a credit card. I didn't know exactly what to do with credit. I didn't know that you can leverage your credit in order to make millions of dollars and to be successful in the real estate business. So what I did first was I applied for an unsecured credit card like you told me to. I took some money from our bank account because it was just sitting there. We had money sitting in the bank, you know, from us going to school and getting school loans. I first started out and applied for an unsecured credit card. I got this one and this one. And I put money on both of them. And I remember what you said, don't spend over a third. Did that. Okay. Then I started going through my credit, combing through it. Taking, you know, disputing everything over 7 years, disputing anything in collections. What a result from just us applying for the unsecured credit card was this. This came next. We got the unsecured Capital One. So I know for sure what you're teaching works. You taught us some gems. I have unsecured credit cards, pre-approvals coming at me left and right. But I'm not going to get too much than I can afford. But we will be getting more credit cards, and it's just amazing that my husband's credit score has jumped tremendously, like 77 points. And it hasn't even been 45 days. It hasn't even been 30 days till the unsecured pre-approval start rolling in. Mine has jumped 57 points tremendously. So we're on our road to great credit. We are now looking to fund our first multifamily. We're going to live on one side and have the people that's renting. Hopefully I can get one that can fit 2 or 3 families in it. So we're on our way to do that. But I just am so glad that you had this contest, because I wanted a way to be able to tell you to thank you. Even if you don't pick my video, I just want to be able to get in front of a camera and tell you, Mr. J Real Estate Morrison, aka Young Malcolm, you are amazing. You are a godsend. And I thank God for you every day. Because if it wasn't for you, I would not be alive right now. And that's the honest to God's truth, because I didn't see no way out. I didn't see what I could do with this real estate license. I didn't know which way to turn. I called your school. I spoke with Vic Michaels. I think that's his last name. Yeah, I think it's Michaels. And he has been wonderful. He talks to me. He walks me through what I need to do, the steps that I need to take. I took the Wholesale Madness course. That was wonderful, but my ultimate goal is to get one-on-one coaching for myself and my husband. And we will be going to school, to your school. We're going to start off, because we're going to move from Houston and move to Akron, Ohio, because the real estate is just really low right now. And there's like houses that used to sell for $150,000, $120,000 that are going for $10,000 right now. So I figured once I get back home and start cleaning up our neighborhoods, that you know, eventually the property values will start going up. You know, we have LeBron, but he can't do it all by himself. So that's where I'm originally from. So me and my husband are moving back to buy our first multifamily, and our goal is to get 100 houses in 100 multifamilies, I should say, not 100 homes, 100 multifamilies in 3 years' time. So we have a lot of plans, a lot of big things to do. We're gonna clean up the hood. I've watched all your videos. I stop them, take notes, write down everything. I'm gonna follow your blueprint. I watch your corner classes. I mean, everything that you're doing is absolutely amazing, and it has really, really changed our life. You made me feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Now I can finally see it, because I thought that I just didn't know what to do. So I'm just overwhelmingly happy that I was introduced to you. I tell people all the time, this is my mentor, this is my coach, even though you have never seen my face. And I also want to put in this video, not only did you help me and my husband, but I have thousands of followers on Facebook, and you're helping them as well. If you go to my page, Angela Lynham Bryant, that's Angela Lynham Bryant, my middle name, maiden name, Lynum, and you can go look on the page and you see how many people that I'm helping fix their credit right now, just from the little information you taught me. So not only are you helping me, but you're helping my followers on Facebook. And I always shout out to you. I say, hey, this is my mentor, this is my coach. Please follow this man, because he is giving us information that is the key to us ending this generational poverty curse. Okay, I want us to see us all win. Any information you give to me, I will definitely be passing down, and we will definitely be coming to your school, because Atlanta is going to be our final place that that's where we're gonna leave our foundation. We're gonna go to Atlanta. We gotta go back home. I gotta clean that up a little bit first, and we plan on moving and buying our home in Atlanta, my husband and I, so we can be closer to you, Queen Ernestine, and so we can go to the school and we can learn as much as we can, and we can get one-on-one coaching for you. I know it's going to be very much well worth it. So if there's anybody out there that does not believe, I'm telling you, what he teaches you works. If you see this, me and my husband both have 2 credit cards where we were getting denied before, just from what you taught us. So my hat's off to you, Mr. J. Real Estate Morrison, aka Young Malcolm. And I still feel like you're the Robin Hood, because you getting from the wealthy and passing it on down to us, and you are truly God sent. You are angel. God bless you. I look forward to meeting you one day, even if I don't win the contest. Believe me, me and my husband will be seeing you. We will be shaking hands, and we will be doing business together. Thank you, Mr. J. I love you so much, and please keep doing what you're doing. And hey, I got your back. All the way from Houston, Texas, down to Akron, Ohio, and then we will eventually be in Atlanta. We love you so much, and we thank you so much for everything that you're doing for us and our community, and even fighting for us. Okay, we love you. I watch everything you do. Watched you boycott Houston's, and I'm telling you, man, we have been needing somebody like this. Like, since Martin Luther King died and Malcolm X died, we haven't, and you know, we got Minister Farrakhan, which I love to death. But what you're doing is you're really teaching us how to come out of poverty and build wealth, and I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate. I cannot thank you enough, and I thank you for doing this. Jay he put me on, he put my husband on, and he put on thousands of my Facebook followers. And if you need proof, just go to my page and you'll see how many people I'm helping with just this information that you're giving me on credit alone. Okay? So I just want to focus on that, because that's something that I can touch and show you proof. Later on, I can send you some videos of when we buy our first multifamily. So again, I don't want to keep this too long. I know I talked too much already. But thank you again, Mr. J. Real Estate Morrison, and aka Young Malcolm. I love you, King. I love you, Queen Ernestine, and I love the work that you guys are doing, and you got my back, okay? I love you. Thanks, Jay, for putting me